The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Beal. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. He's up to 41 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Right back to the well. Steamrolls his way ahead. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll go to the ground. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Blue Hens line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They go to the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run an up.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. There he goes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The Rebels will punt this one away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Takes a hit as he fires. On target over the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The give. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over Sam Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Hart. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They boot it away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. And off from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got 50 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Quarterback on the keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. A low line drive and short kick. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Hart. That's caught. It's locked. Turning it on. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Fisher. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what call they have on on 3rd and long from the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Beal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking to throw its heart. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Blue Hens come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is...
Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires complete on the crosser. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Blue Hens are marching down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. To the air, it's Hart. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Complete to start this drive. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's Thomas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hart. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. On the move. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going for 6. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hart. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll pull it on the read. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Hart. Hauls it in. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. This time they'll go to the running game.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third down, he drops to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wants to fire on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll run for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in, looking for space. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Delaware. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
They're trailing by 21 to Boise State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hainsworth. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after... Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Sprinting away. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Everybody's getting in on the front now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hart. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll leave it with him. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the Yukon Huskies, as we'll see a team from the American, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on the 24th ranked guys, let's tee this one up. And the Blue Hens will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UConn Huskies offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He'll keep it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So Delaware's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Right on the money. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Wants to throw again. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The UConn offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got a man. It's Porter. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskies want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Fareed. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. UConn will have to punt it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Quick handoff. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UConn quick to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Porter. Oh, he's getting ahead, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UConn. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. 7-3 as they open this drive. Finds us back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. To the air. It's Hart. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Quick completion on the out. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quickly out to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. UConn quick to the line. Off the play fake. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. Turning it up, just steamrolling the defense. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Hart. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Kelly. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot downfield here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Here's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Caught in the backfield, it's Fareed. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Did as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. UConn will have to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff to the single running back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 28 over Texas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snags a quick pass on the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Porter. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. UConn quick to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Hart. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
This offense really has put themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Going to swing it on second down. He's got him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fareed. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Gonna look downfield again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on. Offense.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Snaps it in the shotgun. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall. You don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Dropping back, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Under fire. Under pressure. And down he goes at the 33.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the good coordinator.
Send out the kicker to try a field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
With that miss, this kid's now 2 for 5 kicking field goals. This just shows you the importance of having a good offense, especially down in the red zone. Because field goals, they're not always givens.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. UConn quick to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. Just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 24 to Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Hart. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The Huskies in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snagged in the middle. It's Farine. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fisher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some fresh air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Blue Hens will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires Bears on the move. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point splits the upright. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Dropping back, it's Hart. Finds his man, it's Locke. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. That's caught. It's Fisher. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Locke. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Fisher. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to throw. It's Hart. He's going to take off. Turning it on.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Grab near the marker. It's Fisher. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Blue Hens have taken it inside the 20. He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the field goal unit is going to give it another try. The old college try. Just keep kicking. Surely one will go in. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UConn offense goes back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Slings it downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. He'll keep it himself. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The option look.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Spins away from the defender. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Fareed. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. From the gun, looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. UConn quick to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Around the edge, it's Edwards. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. got room. Quick step and go. UConn going back to work on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Porter.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw it. Fears the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Quick completion to the right.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UConn! Great job by the back on the option.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the Hens team. Great job recovering that ball.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Delaware's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Working that left side now.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Blue Hens will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. And the deflection on 3rd down, how big is that? Forces a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Locke. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Hart. Fires to the tight end.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean now? It means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Washington State will have to boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air. It's Hart. Punts it out of the air. They stop him. It's immediately short. A little ground covered to pick up the first. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Got a man. It's locked. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's locked. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football. They're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack. They try to slow this momentum down.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Finds the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Fighting off the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Runs through a tackle. Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Ran through the contact. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes back at the 3.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. To the air, it's Duggar. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They kick it away on fourth down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shows him the stiff arm. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And the Blue Hens just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fisher. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He'll throw on third down. Pocket breaking down. Found the spot of the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. Back to throw, it's Hart. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Morton Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got his man to the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The running back has it. Creates a little room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw. It's Duggar. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 28 over Oklahoma. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pulls it in. It's Kelly. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hart. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Rides the back on the option. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Caught close to the marker. It's Kelly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Kelly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Got the quick completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. 4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Brown.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. to the ground from the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running back searching for a hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Fisher. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Kelly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air, it's Hart. Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the Heat gets home. They knock it down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, the ground game. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Hart. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Kelly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Kelly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Gonna sling it on second down. Works the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Here's some pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 20.